past 7 years, one name has defined this locker room.
Henry Burris lights up McMahon.
He set team records and won a Grey Cup.
And Henry Burris has the last laugh.
Amongst the Calgary Stampeders, his name has echoed louder than the rest.
When they brought Henry in 2005, it changed the culture of Calgary football.
Henry Burris was a leader. He, I think, really represented the Stamps brand, and everybody that knew the Stampeders knew Henry Burris.
But as 2012 dawns, and after a season of struggles, management wants a new name to lead their brand. But as fate would have it, the name wouldn't be the one they planned on. January 2nd, 2012. The end of an era in Calgary.
The trade is official. Henry Burris is now quarterback of the Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Henry made a statement to the press that he did not want to go to training camp if he wasn't guaranteed the #1 starting position, and I just wasn't in the position to do that.
This has been in the works for a long time.
In return, Calgary receives quarterback Kevin Glenn, a 12-year CFL veteran. And although traded for Burris, Glenn wouldn't be his successor. That job was promised to another.
Are we seeing the changing of the guard? And Drew Tate's on the money so far. What a throw.
With one word, I would describe Drew Tate as fiery.
When you take the field with Drew, you have confidence that he can make any play.
When I get on that field, I'm not coming off.
The plan is to pass the torch from Burris to Drew Tate, a tenacious Texan with a penchant for dramatics.
6 years in the CFL, gonna be the starter opening day. Doesn't get much better than that.
The new era begins according to plan with a Week 1 victory.
Out in the flat, wide open. Touchdown!
But suddenly, in Week 2 in Toronto, everything changes.
Bootleg into the boundary on the left hash. Put the left arm down to try to hold myself up to spin out of a tackle. Wasn't fitted for the shoulder to handle that. Pops out. It was done.
And this is the worst nightmare for the Calgary Stampeders as Drew Tate is getting attention.
I was thinking, can I go back in and play the fourth quarter? What's going on? I mean, if it's back in, my shoulder's back in socket now.
Boy, you just get the keys to the new car. And in Week 2, grounded.
The injury is severe, forcing Tate to undergo potentially season-ending surgery.
The best thing for me personally was surgery, and the best thing for the team was surgery, because now I'm done. Now Kevin's got his shot to really play. It's Kevin's. It's your show now. Run with it.
When Drew went down, it was more so, I feel for Drew and the injury. But at the same time, I had to do my part. I had to do what I was brought in here to do.
Glenn sizzles in his new role, finding the end zone again and again and again.
Well, Calgary, you got yourself a quarterback who can get the job done in the absence of Drew Tate.
You don't get this opportunity a lot, and you can't let it bypass you. You can't let it pass you and not try to seize the moment.
The wins begin to pile up, assisted in large part by the emergence of John Cornish as the CFL's most feared rusher.
Cornish for the seam to the end zone. Touchdown!
By the end of August, I was in first place in terms of rushing yards.
Open field, and he's got
passing game really started coming together. Our offense as a whole started really gelling.
I didn't know he had that much speed in him, but we're going to give it to John
October. And with Glenn's leadership, Calgary sits second in the West. But Tate is healing far ahead of schedule, leading to a potential conflict.
We all kind of wondered in the back of our minds once we seen Drew starting to get healthier and was going to be able to make a return at the end of the year. But we had faith in whoever Huff chose.
But as the playoffs approach, Coach John Hufnagel makes a controversial decision.
John Hufnagel has made up his mind. Drew Tate will start at quarterback for Calgary when the Stamps host the Riders Sunday in the Western semifinal. Kevin Glenn, who started most of the season while Tate recovered from a shoulder injury, will once again be the backup.
At the end of the day, it's bigger than just me. It's bigger than just Drew. It's bigger than all of us. It's about the Calgary Stampeders, the team.
To be honest with you, I didn't think that I deserved to be in that spot. I hadn't done enough on the field to prove to anyone that I am capable of being put into that spot. But it was a decision that was made, and damn, I mean, I was going to get my opportunity. I wasn't going to let that slip.
It's the West semifinal against rival Saskatchewan. The Stampeders are down by 1 with 30 seconds left, and Drew Tate goes all in.
We just needed to score a field goal, but the audacity that he showed in that one play, I think really exemplifies who he is.
Tate now going deep. Bryant is open. He's got it, and he'll score. It's a touchdown.
It was magical.
Can you believe this finish?
But amidst the victory celebration, Tate is hiding a secret. 1 hour before in the third quarter, Tate lands awkwardly. A fall that fractures his right wrist.
That night, the wrist blew up. Those next 2 days, that Monday and Tuesday that we had off, was hoping it was going to go down, never went down. It just looked like a big old cartoon hand.
Once again, Coach Hufnagel is forced to pass the reins to Glenn.
At first, I didn't think it was, that serious, but when I got the word that it was and he wasn't going to be able to play, it was kind of like similar to the early part of the season where you feel for the guy, but at the same time you have to turn around and it's a job at hand that you have to do, and that's go out and lead the team to that ultimate goal, and that's the Grey Cup.
And a pleasant good afternoon at Bedlam in BC Place Stadium in Vancouver as the Lions and the Stampeders are set to get it on in mere minutes.
The West Final, where the defending champion BC Lions are waiting. But for Kevin Glenn, this game has extra meaning. 5 years ago, Glenn led the Winnipeg Blue Bombers to a win in the East Final.
Fumble. The Argos is saying they got it.
But fractured his forearm in the process.
Maybe a significant injury to the Bombers quarterback, Kevin Glenn.
Oh, you hate to see that.
He would watch from home as his team fell to Saskatchewan in the Grey Cup. This time around, he wants redemption.
The Stampeders talking about being a team of destiny, and for Kevin Glenn, it's a chance for a storybook ending. This chance to get to the Cup final, an opportunity that wasn't expected, but now he wants to capitalize on it.
And as kickoff draws closer, the team turns to Captain Nick Lewis for inspiration.
We need to play fearless today. Don't have no fear in your heart. Make plays to inspire each other. Let's go. They cannot stop us and do whatever it takes to win, because that's what we're going to do. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win.
First quarter. And Kevin Glenn starts with a bang.
At the 30, at the 20, at the 10, to the end zone, touchdown, Mark Wayne McDaniel.
But only minutes later, Glenn makes a critical mistake.
Glenn takes the snap, will throw straight back, quick pass far side, is intercepted.
what defines a person's character is not throwing the interception. It's how you rebound from it.
And rebound he would.
Keep making play after play.
Going in the end to look for Maurice Price. He gathers it in. It's a touchdown. Stampeders, 29 yards.
Yes, sir! Yes, sir, KC! Yes, sir, KC! Keep making plays, baby. I told you, you made it for the stage. Yes, sir. You made it for the stage. Yes, sir.
Second half. With the game slipping away from BC, the aggravation mounts for Lions veteran G. Roy Simon.
Come on! Come on! In order for us to be champions, we gotta play like champions. We gotta play fast. We gotta pick up our speed. We gotta pick up our attention. Let's go, take it. They ain't giving us something. Let's just go. Play football. But fast.
Late third quarter. And despite having a slow day, Nick Lewis contributes with his vocal leadership.
Let's finish what we started, baby. Hey, let's go. It's showtime. Hey, we back up. Come on, chill on our defense. Let's go. Hey, we'll be tired tomorrow. Let's go. I don't need stats. I'm blocking well. I tell you, my value go far beyond.
Minutes later, Calgary's offense responds.
Laying back, throwing a deep strike, looking for Romney Bryant. Down to the 20, it's full stride. At the 10, at the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown. Romney Bryant, 55 yards.
Kevin Glenn and Calgary are now up big. And as the fourth quarter ticks down, nobody is happier for his teammate than Drew Tate.
I think every touchdown that I threw, Drew was the first person to greet me on the sideline.
Huge cheerleader of Kevin, huge cheerleader of the Calgary Stampeders. You couldn't ask for a better attitude, demeanor, aura, if you will.
Clock at 2, clock at 1. Taking the knee is Kevin Glenn. Calgary Stampeders are on their way to the 2012 Grey Cup in Toronto.
5 years after having his dream shattered, Glenn will now get the chance to play for that elusive Grey Cup ring.
Go on, I ain't hurt. I ain't hurt. I'll tell you, redemption. Let's go get it.
The 100th Grey Cup back in Toronto, where I actually led a team back there before but couldn't get a chance to play. I'm leading the team now in the Calgary Stampeders, and I do get a chance to play this time.
But this game ball goes to a guy that has stepped up time and time again and has led us time and time again. And now he gets redemption to go